Hey there folks, my name is Ben. I'm just a regular middle-aged dude who loves watching trashy horror films and telling everyone he can about it. I've been reviewing movies for my friends on Letterboxd for quite some time, and I've decided to start making these short videos in hopes that I can either turn you on to something that you haven't seen before, or maybe warn you against watching something that you shouldn't. And hopefully I can make you laugh along the way. That is my burden, and this is my sacrifice to you. Today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Children of the Corn 3: Urban Harvest from 1995. Yes, this is a Children of the Corn sequel, but stick with me here because it's probably the best one in the series. Speaking of Children of the Corn sequels, the reason that they exist and why there are so many of them was that Dimension Films needed to produce another movie every few years in order to keep the license that they got from Stephen King for the story.
Nice.
Eli and Joshua are brothers, and they are put into the adoption system when Eli kills their father using illicit corn magic. He keeps all of his magical corn spells in his magical corn spellbook, which is adorned with a pentagram made out of corn. Eli is a little weirdo, and when he gives people the stink eye, it means that he's casting his corn sorcery. Joshua seems like a normal kid, and he just wants to protect his brother. The middle-class white neolibs that adopt the brothers give them the lay of the land. There's an abandoned factory next door where the boys aren't allowed to play, and when Joshua goes to introduce himself to the neighbors, he's told by his new father not to talk to strangers. Fun fact, this movie features box office legend Charlize Theron's first ever on-screen role as an extra, as well as Nicholas Brendon from the Buffy the Vampire Slayer TV show as basketball player number 1.
It's cold!
The boys go to high school and Joshua fits in just fine. In fact, he's a basketball prodigy. Eli has a problem though, as he's made enemies with the local bullies. But that's okay for him because he breaks into the abandoned warehouse next door and plants a magical religious cornfield on the grounds. We learn a little later on that Joshua and Eli aren't truly brothers. Eli was adopted by Joshua's father, and Eli was one of the kids who killed his parents in Gatlin from the first Children of the Corn movie. In fact, Eli isn't a kid at all. He's an ageless corn wizard who has been present at uprisings against parents for at least the last century. Eli is a little creep with a sour face and a bad attitude, and he walks around with cockroaches in his pockets.
Ew.
He reminds me of that actor John Francis Daly from Freaks and Geeks, but I checked and it's not him. Joshua just wants to have fun and get it on with the neighbor girl, but Eli starts messing everything up. First he kills their foster mother, then the adoption agency lady, then the head priest of the Catholic school they attend, and then a bunch of other people. Then he sets his sights on making the other kids at school his congregation. He does this with magical corn wizardry and by putting cockroaches in their soup. In the end, Joshua and his new girlfriend's brother go to Gatlin to grab the legendary corn Bible so that they can use it to destroy Eli. When Eli is defeated, the angry god of corn summons a magical fleshy corn penis dragon to kill everyone in the surrounding area. Yes, you heard me, a corn penis dragon.
I really like corn.
This movie was wild. Some of the effects were great, and some of them were just awful, but they were all very funny. This is pretty bad, but bad in the best way. Watch it for the magical corn penis dragon alone. I rate it a 7 out of 10. As always, a link to my Letterboxd will be in the video's description. Please like, comment, and subscribe as it really does help my channel grow. Smell you later, nerds!